Hi everyone. So last time we have seen to create a C framework using Selenium and BDD framework, and we have done this framework structure. We have stuck in somewhere, right? So where we have stuck by from where we'll add this driver, right? So driver is getting some issue last time. So we have to define this driver. So what we need to do to define this driver is first thing is we have to install some Nugget package for that. Uh, so we need to install that Nugget package. How we can install that Nugget package, I'll show you that how can we do this. Fine. So you have to go over here. If you see here under your solution, okay, so you do right click and you can see this manage Nugget package for your solution. Just click over here, manage Nugget package for solution. Okay. So you will see this window and here you have to browse. Okay. You have to browse for the Nugget package over here. Fine. So then what you have to do is .NET Nugget package you have to install. So Nugget package you have to install for that. So under this Nugget package, what you have to do, you have to install few things, right? So one is you have to install this docker.net. Okay. So you just check that this one is installed in your framework or not. Okay. Then you have to add the selenium.support, selenium.webdriver, SpecFlow, and SpecFlow.NUnit. Okay. You just need to browse over here the same thing. So it will come over here, then install this Nugget packages. Okay. So once the installation is done, okay, this asking some update, I guess. Install this one. That's not required, so no issue. So this one is also not required. So once this Nugget packages are added, you can see this one more folder will be added to your framework that is called dependencies. Okay, so this dependency will added by its own once the Nugget package is added. So this is required. Okay, so this is one thing you have to do. Then you have to create one more folder. Okay, so this is for your browser automation because we can sometimes we need it for Chrome driver, sometimes we need it from Edge, sometimes for Safari. So your framework should work for every browser. So that's why we need one for your package over here, browser automation library. And when you open it, you just create one more folder inside that is called drivers, which will store only the drivers details. Okay, so this is that drivers one driver class you have to create under this drivers. Another you create for helpers. Okay, so helpers which is common and which is widely used in the framework, so that you will define over here. So I'll show you what to define under drivers and helpers as well. Once this two is done, your folder structure will look like this. Okay, so it will have user workflows where you will have bindings, features, and hook. Okay, and then you have this browser automation library and object repository. Fine. Okay, so now there is one more thing we need to create over here, that is for your URLs and saving passwords and all the things. I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so for that you need to create one app setting.json file. Okay, so where you will create this app setting.json file. One second, I'll show you where to create that app setting.json file. So under user workflow, you will create that app setting.json file. Okay, so this is your user workflow, right? So this under this user workflow, you have right now you have this one, right? You have these folders. So here you create one JSON file. Okay, just give a name, add the new item, and give a name of that one. That is app setting dot JSON. Okay, remove this dot .cs. Dot .cs is not required. Click on add. So it will create one file over here. It's taking time. Okay, so this app setting.json is created. What exactly you have to give under this JSON file that I will tell you. You have to give, so first you have to give the environment over here, which environment your test case is going to run. So that we will define over here, and the value you have to define over here. Okay, so right now we are creating a demo one. Later we will add it. Okay, then you have to give some test run settings over here. Okay, so test run settings, test run settings set. This will again will have some details like either you want to run your test script in headless or head mode true or false that you can define. Let us say I want it false. So I'll define like this false, comma. Then you have to define which browser you want to run. So that default browser you need to define over here, default browser. Okay, so let us say I want to run it in Chrome. So I will give it as Chrome over here. Okay. Then you have this one more key. You can give that version of the driver, that is Chrome driver version. Okay. So it will always be a latest. So I'll give a keyword called latest, sorry, value, latest I will give over here. Then we'll have like uh, you want some more details. Like if you want to run it in browser stack, then you have to give the username and access key for the browser stack. Okay, all the details will come over here. Right now, I will keep it simple. I'll have this much only for this file. Okay, once this is done, you need to give some more settings as well. Okay, so what settings you need to give? That is, you have like you want to like you have given is environment. So in a real-time project, the environment will be a QA environment, or else it's a dev environment, or else it is staging environment, production environment, right? Where you want to run. We are not usually run our test scripts in production environment. We run it basically in QA environment or little bit higher environment, which is similar to your production environment. That can be your local through local or else to QA, which is upgraded QA, you can say, or else okay, any environment which is similar to the production environment where we run our test scripts every day basis. So there we'll have this app, the certain settings, and we have to define that environment over here. Okay, so now once you define this, then you have to define again some more things. That is the settings, that is the environment settings, right? So let us say I'm running it in QA, so I will have one more key called QA environment settings. Okay, so this QA environment settings again will take some more keys and values. So that will it will take actually the URL. So it will take base URL. Fine. So you have to define the base URL where you want to run it. Okay. So one second. So this will be a base URL. Then it will have all the details of the URLs. Let us say it is having base URL, it is having web portal URL. Okay. So web portal URL. So any URL is there, you have to define over here. Okay. So once this URL is defined, it will take the URL from here. Okay. So this way, actually, the actual framework is built. Fine. For now, I will keep it like this only. Later, when you build the complete framework, we will add the URL over here and it will take the URL from here. Okay. So that about app settings.json file. Okay. So then you are, once this is done and the Nugget package is done, then what you need to do is we need to do the Chrome setups. Okay. So I did some more research, like if there is no customized libraries, it means there is nothing not customized. If it is not any pre-built or inbuilt one is not there, then how can I customize myself and add this libraries to this and make it no need to add the direct code to your feature step definition, like setting up the browser and calling the URLs and all. So you can do it. You can create your customized Nugget package, okay, and add it in the Nugget, or else you can create a DLL file for that. Okay, so these thing is required. Fine. So if uh, what you need to do is first you have to check that SpecFlow and Selenium is installed or not. Okay, once the SpecFlow is installed, then we need to create a custom browser utility wrapper. Okay, and there we can give all the details. Fine. So that we can do it. Or else if it's a custom wrapper, and if you want to create the same, then once the Nugget package is installed, then we need to add the wrappers from iWebDriver, Chrome WebDriver, that is coming from Selenium.WebDriver. Then WebDriver wait comes from Selenium.support, and some auto drivers that is coming from WebDriver manager. Okay, so these things. Okay, so for that we'll create this browser automation library I told you, right? So there I will add this browser automation task. Okay, so this is something I have not done before. Wanted to research and do it on my way. So I did some research on this and then I got some conclusion on this. Okay, so how to install these things. So I'll show you how to do this. Okay, sorry. So for that purpose only, I created this driver class and helper class. Okay. Hmm. Fine. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So now under this driver class, okay, so this drivers, so under this drivers class, what you need to do is we need to add some codes over here. So that is to set up the Chrome driver and initializing the Chrome driver and navigating to the URL. So these things will add over here. Okay. So I'll make it as public class. Okay. Public class drivers. Fine. So public class drivers. Then inside that we'll have another public, I'll call iWebDriver interface. Okay. So iWebDriver. Then I'll have WebDriver. Okay. I'll have WebDriver from here. WebDriver. Fine. WebDriver. Then I'll have some methods like get set methods. Okay. So get and set method I am having over here. And I'll make this set method as private. Fine. Okay. Once this is done, then you create one more class, public void start. Okay. So this is one method. Sorry. You need to create one method, public void start. And under that, you have to do the configuration. Okay. So I'll do the configuration. So I'll call this driver manager. Okay. Driver manager dot setup. Okay. So driver manager dot setup. Okay. So 1 second, under this driver manager is not coming. So 1 second. Oh, yeah, it was games because of WebDriver Manager not package. So WebDriver Manager package is not installed. So that's why it is not showing. So what we need to do is I need to right click the class library over here. So right click over here. Then click on manage. We are not seeing this manage package. We need to get this manage nugget package. Hmm. But here we're seeing it. But here we are not seeing it, right? Okay, we'll do over here and we'll go to manage nugget package. We'll search for WebDriver manager, WebDriver manager. No package is found, it is saying. Uh, 1 second. What we have done over here is I have created a folder, right? So I'll just check it like how to do this one. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. I will go to the file, add. Hmm. hmm. So let me do, guys, please be patient with me because I'm only doing it for first time and I'm researching on it. If I'm able to do this, then I can help you on that. Or else I'll not upload this video. That's the another thing. Hmm, okay, this is my framework, right? So this is my project on solution. I'll do one thing. Over here, I'll have add. Then I'll see new project. Then what I need to do is search for templates. So here I will search for class library. Okay, class library. So I got the class library, search class library, .NET Core. So this is .NET Core one, no? A project .NET or .NET Standard. Okay. So .NET Core or .NET Standard. So this one, this class library is needed. Okay. Click this one, click on next. Okay. So name, we have to give the name. So I did one mistake, that is I have created a folder. We need to create a library. Okay. So browser, browser automation, browser automation library. Okay. This is my library name. Okay. Then this will location is the same. She's a framework, browser automation library. Click on next. Okay. Then click on create. Okay. Okay, perfect. We got this browser automation library now. Okay. So browser automation library, we got it. So 1 second. Okay. Once this browser automation is done, then you have to create this driver class. Inside that, inside this, we have to add this driver. Okay. So what is the structure? I'll show you again the structure over here, how it will be in the browser library. You can structure it like this. So you will have one folder inside this. Okay. So I'll remove this one, this browser. This is not required. So we'll delete this thing. Okay. So it is deleted. Fine. It is deleted. So under this browser automation library, we'll have right click, add. Here we can add a folder. Okay. So this folder name will be drivers. Fine. And one more folder will create under this browser automation library. We'll create add and new folder that will be helpers. Okay. So that will be helpers. So drivers will have again a class, that is driver.cs class. And then helpers will have again a class, that is wait helper. Okay. Wait helper class. Fine, perfect. So waited for class is done, and that's it. We have ours. Okay. So now this drivers. So in this drivers, again, the one which we are doing right now, let's do it. I hope, okay, before doing this, we need to add some nugget package also, or else again, it will throw us error. Fine. So what are the nugget packages we need to add over here? I'll just let you know. Uh, 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 um, okay, one thing. So we have done this. Choose chapter. Okay, here BDD project, so class library project. Right click. Okay, now when we do right click this one, we can see nugget package. Yes, we can see the nugget package for this automation. So now we have to install Selenium dot WebDriver. Selenium dot WebDriver. Okay, so this one Selenium dot WebDriver. So click on, this is install Selenium. So I just clicked on install. So I'll click on apply. So it will start installing. Okay, finished. So installation is done. Here you can see. Then you type over here for WebDriver Manager, WebDriver Manager, and you can see this one, WebDriver Manager by Rosolco. Just install this one also. Click on install, and it will start installing WebDriver Manager as well. Click on apply. Perfect. This is also installed now. Okay, once it is done, your solution, clean the solution. We are getting some errors. Let's see what errors we are getting. The type namespace data manager. Okay, these things will be done. No issues. I'll close this thing and clean started. Then we'll build the solution. Build is also started, but it failed because of the errors. That's fine. We'll define these all things. It will all go. No worries. Okay. So now we'll go to this driver class and we'll create our class over here. Public class driver. Okay. Then we'll come over here. Then public iWebDriver, iWebDriver. Then WebDriver. Okay. Then get set method. Okay, so I'll make this method as private only for this to set the properties. We'll make it as private. Get is public, or else we cannot access it. So then public void start. I'm creating one method. Okay, so this method will, let's see this driver manager, because we have already so this driver manager is coming from WebDriver manager right now. Okay, we need this driver manager. Okay, dot, when I do dot, there is setup driver is coming. So this setup driver, we need setup driver, and we need to config new Chrome, it's not coming. Chrome config. Okay, new Chrome config. So this should come. This one is also not coming. We are getting some more issues over here. Okay, the more issues we'll get, the more pro we are in our application and sorry, creating a framework. So let's figure out like how to resolve this new Chrome config. Okay, so why it is not showing over here? Okay, we have installed it, right? We have installed the correct one. So what solution it is showing? It is coming as a WebDriver manager, right? So, okay, so this is from here, this one using. So it will go. Yes, it will went. Okay, so it is coming from that package. Okay, so this is done. And once this one is done, Chrome config. So it will configure, then WebDriver equal to the similarly initiation, we can do WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, new Chrome driver, WebDriver equal new Chrome driver. Okay, if you know that in Java, what we need to do is we need to get the Chrome driver. We need to download that one from their browser itself, Chrome browser itself. Then we need to set the path. But here, this is not required because WebDriver manager is handling all these things. We just need to initiate that one. That is through this WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, set up things, it will do it by its own. Okay, so then once it is done, we need to manage the window as well. So for managing window, we know that WebDriver manage dot then window, right? Dot maximize. Okay, maximize. This is also done. One second. Maximize window. Okay, maximization also done. Okay, this is one method. Start method is created. Then come down. Then we have to create one more method, that is the navigate to the URL. Okay, so this is navigation is required for each test script. So we'll create a common navigate to method. Okay, so we just need to pass the parameter as a URL as a parameter. Okay, so string type URL we need to pass over here. Okay, so I'll create like this WebDriver dot navigate dot go to URL. Okay, see, it's perfect. It is showing me all the things correctly. Go to URL. So this is done. Okay, so oh, it's directly giving me the complete one. So the code. So when I do it tab, so it is taking me the code, but I don't need close. Close is close only the one browser, not all. Oh, sorry, one window. I need quit. So it will close all the browsers, right? Quit. So WebDriver quit. I will take quit method. So it will close it. Okay, so our driver class is done. Save this driver class. Okay, so once the driver class is done, okay, so next, I told you about the helper class also, right? So we'll do for helper as well. One second, just give me one moment for this. Let me just, okay, okay. What will add it in our helper class? WebDriver, test libraries, and then build the library generators. So, okay. So helper class we'll see later, like what we need to create for the helper class. Okay. So once this one is done, we have created this. We have created driver class. So we have to add this as a reference in our main test project. Our main test project is under this user workflow, right? Under this framework user workflow, right? So here we need to put the reference of this driver class. Okay. So sorry. So how we can do this? That is, we need to do right click over our framework. Okay, this is the framework. Right click, then select add over here. And here you have to select project reference. Once project reference is done, see it is showing me that library, which library I want to add. Check the box. We just need to check this box and click on OK. Perfect. So it will add the library inside our Nugget package as well. So this library is added. So now we can add it in our step definition. Okay. So where is our step definition? This is our step definition, right? So this is the step definition where I need to add it. Okay. So let us say this is my step definition of login page. Here, if you remember that we are automating this para bank, right? So this one we are automating that para bank one, right? Para bank demo. So we'll see that how we can automate that and how we can call this one. So we'll go to the demo website, that is para bank. Okay. Okay. So this one is right, that para bank one. So we'll see like how to add that one over here. So what we are doing over here is we are doing the login, right? Login process we are doing. So we'll see that how this login will work over here. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So what we are doing basically, this registration one we are checking, right? So this registration one we are checking, how to do the registration and first name, last name, this one we were checking. So here we go to this step definition. Okay. So under this step definition, we have created this login page, right? I'll make it as public. Fine. This I will make it as public. Then, okay, under this public is login page binding. Then I'll create a driver over here. So private iWebDriver driver object. Okay. Then what I will do is I'll have the step definitions. Okay. So I will call the step definition from the feature itself. Okay. So if I do right click and define steps. Okay. All steps have been defined in this file already where it is defined. It is not defined anywhere where it is saying it is defined. It will go to login page type and binding. This is not required. Wait, helper is not required for now. This is not required. This is also not required. So we'll save this one. We'll remove this one also. Remove this one also. We'll go to registration. Oh, we were creating this page last time, right? Okay. So fill the registration form we were doing. So we're getting some error over here. This will resolve it. Before that, oh, okay, I will do one more time. Okay. Go to definition. When I do go to definition, it is not going, right? So what we need to do, we need to define steps, but it is saying all steps are defined, extension or where it is defining. Error during binding discovery. Uh, SpecFlow generic exit code. Then interface cannot be resolved. Okay. Cannot be resolved. Okay. Just let me check like why it is throwing me error over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So it's going a very long video over here. So what I will do is like I'll explain after this, like how to create the step definition and the page in my next video. For now, we have created the driver class and how to create the library for the driver class we have seen in this video. Uh, and we'll see in our next video about the step definition and the registration. Okay, so do coding and do check like if you're having any issue, then comment it down. I'll try to reply on that. Okay, thank you.